Alright, we're back in today with another square body video.
Real shocker.
Yeah, nobody's seen it coming. So, we got a lot of stuff planned for this truck. It's a lot to do to it, short amount of time to do it in. Just we got a few weeks, a month maybe. So, it's an 87, it's a two-tone. Arguably one of my favorite color schemes on them. Really popular color. So anyway, we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to get to it out here and tell you some more about it. '87. It's a GMC Sierra. It's I believe for that year it's got every option you can have on it. Inside it's just got power windows, locks,
Cruise.
It's got everything in it. So this is not our truck. We're actually doing this for somebody. It has been in a
Minor.
I'd say slight wreck at some point. I don't know how long it's been wrecked, just how it was brought to us. So our plan for this truck, or the owner, they just want it cleared. It's already got some good patina to it. The hood has been sanded like that. That's how it was brought to us. It's kind of been ran over a little bit, hood and the roof. And you know, we're going to straighten some panels up on it and fix a little bit of rust in it. Not every piece on it, but
just the most visible.
You see like the door right here? The door's been hit. We're going to try to get some of that out without pulling as much paint off as we can. I hope none of it comes off.
Probably massaged out from the inside mostly, but
yeah. This is the rust right here we were talking about. That's the only spot that's really shown through the whole truck. We're going to patch that. We'll have to blend that back in down here. Keep it below the body line right there. Good dent right here in it. Around the gas door area there. I hope shouldn't be too bad to get out. We'll see once we get it down to the body shop, start actually moving that stuff out, see how it's going to come. So other than that, I mean, it's a solid truck. Underneath it, it looked pretty good for what I've seen. We'll know because we'll be pulling the bed, we'll be tearing the front end of it, and getting into that. This truck will be lowered.
another shocker.
Yeah. Don't know exactly specifics yet on how low or how we're going to do it yet, so we'll get a little bit farther into it and we'll figure that out. Getting to the inside of it, I mean, it's not bad. It's been way worse. Some trucks we've bought's been way worse, and we've brought them back. So the seat's not in bad shape. I think it had a cover on it most of its life in here. The dash is cracked,
which is
typical square body issue. Headliner's faded, door panel's faded. The actual metal dash part here, we're gonna have to repaint it. It's got a lot of scratches on it and stuff. So,
and we're probably gonna go ahead and repaint the back of the cab back behind the seat there, just since it's visible.
And we have the entire interior kit ordered for this. We just got pieces of it. It's showed up in several different pieces so far. I hope we can get all of it.
This is also a local truck.
Yeah, it's been in our town here its whole life, so
it'll make a nice one. A good driver.
As far as what we said, what we're going to do to it on the outside of the truck, we're going to be clearing the whole thing. We're going to be putting new wheel trim on it, the new body moldings, probably put new emblems on it.
New marker lights,
tail lights, all simple basic stuff like that. We're also going to be swapping the rear bumper out. It's got the big step bumper on it. We're going to try to find a smooth one. I like them better. And anyway, with that, Probably gonna leave the bed rails. Gonna swap the back glass. Probably gonna do the front while we've got it out, and there's no need in that, and just doing the back and not doing the front.
Gonna put a flat back glass in it too. Get rid of the sliding.
Yeah, as far as this color scheme though, this is one of my favorite color schemes on these trucks, which I like just about any two-tone on it, especially with the stripe down the middle. I like every one of them, just about. That's the basic rundown of what we're going to do to the truck. You know, its condition it's in before we got it. And, you know, we'll pick back up when we get it in the body shop down there, and we'll start getting the interior out and see you then. Just got the interior out, as you've seen there, and we pulled pretty much everything that you can pull off in here that's replaceable. And so other than instrument cluster and all that stuff up there, we ain't gonna bother with that, because well, we pulled out everything that we're gonna replace, we'll put it that way. Still got the original padding in here. Everything looks pretty clean in here. I've wiped everything down, had a lot of dust in it.
And you know, the floor's actually in pretty decent shape up under here, you know, I mean.
Yeah, a lot of these tend to rust on those humps right there.
But all around, it's not too bad.
Other than one problem we had, well, it wasn't our problem, it was just left. Somebody had broke the seat bolt off there, so they've left us that. We're gonna have to get that out, and so.
Yippee, how fun.
Yeah, everything else was fine though, so what we've done to the outside, we've got all the rust places patched. Both cab corners, we patched them. This back piece of the bed right here, done that.
Ready for a little body work.
Yeah, a light smear of Bondo on them and some primer on them. We're gonna try to fog that in on the bottom, match that as close as we can, and go from there. But we've got the wheel open moldings off, marker lights, tail lights, took the bed rails off of it. I mean, it's starting to look better though.
Yeah, it's starting to come together. And we also straightened out this front fender here. Pretty close.
We pulled the radiator support out a little bit, trying to get it close to, we got to mock the headlight buckets up in there, see how all that stuff's going to line up to determine if we're going to have to put a support in it or not. This side, like we said, also got the cab corner patched on this side. Still got to go around and try to push this out. That's what That's what they want done on here. We're just gonna try to push these out the best we can, and then probably end up having to fog a little bit of the darker blue right here to match that. And something we did mention earlier, I don't know if we mentioned it earlier or not, about the paint coat on this truck. It kind of had us threw off because, what is it? 7349 and 7470. So we were kind of confused because we were looking at this truck earlier. It was in the shade, and we thought that somebody had painted it because they're supposed to be metallic. Both of these are supposed to be metallic blues, and we thought they were solid. We just couldn't see it because it didn't have light on it. But once we got it in the light, we realized they were both metallic blues. And so the only place that's been painted on this truck, from what we've determined, is the top piece of this left bedside right here. Just from this stripe up, you can see the paint line on it. And just from right here up, it's the only piece that's been painted. It's a little bit off with the color,
but we ain't gonna worry
but
about
I
it.
don't mess with any of that. They just want this truck cleared, and we've also decided that kind of left it up to us on what kind of clear to be put on here. They didn't want it shiny clear, but we didn't want to do it like just a straight matte clear either. We want to try to stay in between that somewhere.
Kind of like an eggshell type,
Yeah.
something like that.
Along them lines of an eggshell clear, something like that. And so that's about all for this one right now. As far as, we've got everything out of it back here. We've got several pieces here for it. Not all of them are here for the interior. We're still waiting on door panels, but we're gonna wait till we get everything before we start going back together with it, and then do a little body work on the spots we've patched up there, and then get them back painted to match that, clear the rest of the truck, and then start going back to the interior. And so probably the next step on this, we're gonna get the bed off, get the back bumper off, and then we're gonna paint all the frame and stuff while that's off, and then get it prepped and get it cleared. And so something about the seat here, the seat actually don't look bad. It's just this one spot here. I don't know what's happened to that, but you said something about seeing another one.
I've seen a couple of them just like that in the corner, and I don't really know what causes that. So if anybody knows, leave it in the comments, because
yeah, we don't know.
Yeah,
we got a seat cover though, a factory seat cover going back on it. That's about gonna wrap it up on this one. Just want to do a quick update on what we've done. Just a shorter video probably. So we're gonna work on this thing a little bit more. Probably get another video, maybe 2 more out of it. I don't know. Get it lowered on the US Mag wheels we've got for it, and so with that, we'll get back to it, and we'll see you in the next one.